Shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, a branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chacharash.
Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers that is doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. The 144,000 and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen nations that look like those heathen nations. This is not a black thing. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, all right? We have that scripture, brother. And Deuteronomy, Jeremiah 28:8.
Here's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee alone prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, and so that's what the prophecy is all about. Prophesying of war, evil. You know, of evil, of pestilence, of war, of blood, and also to send the message that this is a very, very bad time for you women to be screaming, you don't need no man. Right? Because the video I just watched says otherwise. Now, I sent that video out. Literally, that's what he said. All right? Say it again.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's what he said. The dude lassoed the chick.
That wasn't a shallow lasso.
She walked around, wasn't no shallow lasso.
Deep lasso.
All right? He pulled out a belt. And when she walked by, now how you gonna not notice a dude standing on the street like this?
Man, look, beating that ass head up the top.
You know?
Right.
How she gonna, there's so women are oblivious, man. My man standing there straight like,
Now they think they are
and so she just making her way downtown.
She was.
All right? She walking fast. Right? She just chilling. And my man, you know, he took his t-shirt and put that rope, put the belt around her neck and pulled it up. And she was asleep. And within 3-4 steps, she was out of there.
Yep.
She was out of there. He drug her. He took her to the ground. He walked the length of a car, pulled in between two cars. And the video ended there. And it looked like he removed the lasso off her neck. He wasn't trying to kill her. All right? But he turned, what he did was we saw the rest of the video. He turned her over. I thought he just was going through her purse because she, you know, and all the stuff that she had. That probably can't last. All right? He made her pay. He made her pay for his services. So he turned her over, dropped his pants just enough. All right? And he pulled her pants down just enough, turned her on her stomach, and he penetrated her from the back, man, against her will. While she out, she on the concrete. Out. Choked the hell out, man. All right? It was the most. It was the most wicked. Some of the most wicked shit I ever seen. It was sinister.
Yeah.
The way he did it, man. Somebody get that. Your daughter's a guy abroad. Give not a woman much liberty. See, go ahead, bring it out, brother.
No, just going back to what the elder was saying. This is Isaiah 32 and verse 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Because she was just making her way downtown, man. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear to my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, and the gatherer shall not come.
Yep. So with everything being scarce, all the food, the supplies, crime is going to increase. And that was in New York, all right? And the brother said they caught the dude, which is good, because they need to get a demon like that off the street. But I promise you, he's not the only one. Right? He's not the only one that's doing that, because he learned that from someone. And the way he was so comfortable doing it, that means he's done it before. Because he did his thing.
Right.
He did the whole, what they call it in Chicago when they wear the mask? He did the whole shiesty move on her. He did the whole shiesty thing. Let her walk by, and then just walk behind her. Yep. And like I said, within 3 to 4 steps, she was unconscious. And he had his way with her. Right? And you know he emptied out her purse in her pocket. She woke up, she woke up with a load inside of her, and her load was light. All right? Because you know he just busted all in there. You think he took the time to put a condom on? You know, right. Like I'm like, hold on, baby. I know I'm doing this against your will, but you know, right. No. Right. We gotta be safe about it. You know? No, man. He just went up in her like she was his.
The first comment on it is, remember, she's independent and strong.
Damn.
Damn.
Matter of fact, go through the comments. Yeah, she won. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Her independence and her strength did not help her. This is not gonna help a lot of you women, and I've been saying it. You've been picking and choosing, jumping on and off the carousel. The day is coming where the carousel is about to ride your wicked ass.
Said it's done that many times before.
Yep. The carousel is about to ride you. So what happened to her is going to happen to a lot of you women, except it's going to be about 10, 15 guys.
Right.
All right?
Right.
And they ain't going to be nice to you either. Right? They're going to be smacking you around and beating on you, and double penetration and putting cigarettes out on you, all kind of shit.
Lips gonna be busted
Right?
up.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to see how long that walk can stay wet. They're going to find out. And all you on the gram and on Facebook, and you clapping and flapping your cheeks. Yeah. You got Diego and them.
Fired up, man. They love it.
Yeah. Them old smart ass computer hacking ass niggas, they figured out where you live and all that shit. Yep. Right. What he saying, right? I follow you home every night from that damn movie. Right? What he said, I'll make sure you get home safe.
Byron.
Right.
Byron.
Right.
See how that nigga rolled up? That nigga.
I make sure you get home safe every night.
These niggas are sinister, man.
Okay? So, you know, that spirit is going to be permeated. It's stewing. Right? And a lot of these men have been done wrong by a lot of these women.
Look at the bus say.
Okay? Judgment Day. Damn, you can't make it. It said stop. Judgment Day. See? Right?
Real ass Jake.
This is the book of Sirach,
You gotta
chapter 5.
tap me. Let me know.
This is the book of Sirach, better known as Ecclesiastes 25 and 25. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad.
Right? You see? That's how the way it should be. My mother divorced my father when I was a young man because my father didn't want her to get abroad. Right? My father had 2 cars, bad ones too. All right? He had a 71 Skylark, and he had the electric 225 drop top, white with red leather interior. Right? Pops know. Them was 2 nice cars, man. And he would just pick and choose where he's gonna drive. When my mother needed to go to the grocery store, he would drive her to the store. He'd sit outside and wait for her. Right? He'd get out, put the groceries in the trunk, drive her home. She needed to go to the laundromat, he would drive her to the laundromat. She wanted to be independent. She wanted to do it herself. All right? And when I think back on it, you know, and my sisters always side with my mother, but when I think back on it, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was being a man, right? And so that's around the 8. Next thing you know, she's a Jehovah's Witness, and the brothers at the church,
Listen,
the brothers is
at the
teaching her how to drive.
Liberating.
Right? So she learning how to drive. She going, right, she staying out late after church, right? So the brother so-and-so is show her how to drive. She learning how to drive, right?
That church is wicked, man.
That goes, this church shit is wicked, man.
Listen.
So she actually learned how to drive. She went and got a license, all right? And then she went and bought a car. He used to park the car around the damn corner on the next block.
Shit, wicked.
And I remember, hey, don't tell your father.
Wicked.
You know? So you can't tell me these churches ain't wicked, man. And then, you know, and of course that shit eventually got found out. All right? My parents separated when I was like 7 or 8. But they didn't get divorced until I was about 14. All right? And that's around the time that my stepfather came into the picture. All right? Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach.
You supporting that?
No, I got a couple of tables.
But when he said don't let a guy abroad, was my father being wicked for that?
No.
Now he was a wicked nigga on other shit. All right, but he definitely wasn't being wicked for that.
That was natural. That's the scripture.
Because he was wanted to be in control of that. You know, my mother was a beautiful woman. You know. I can honestly say she had above average beauty. Because you have beautiful women, then you have women that look like my mother. All right, and so my father was just, you know, he's like, nah, you ain't gonna be, you know, going around and everybody hitting on you and shit and all that. Fuck all that. You know, the backstabber record was out. You know? Right. Right, the song was all about the ghost. Yeah. We got to endure the Rough Riders every week. Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This is Sirach 26:10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Yeah, that'd be most of the preacher's daughters because, you know, what was that song? It was a very famous song from the late 60s. When that chick was singing about, was the son of a preacher, man? Right.
Son of a
Oh,
preacher.
right.
Man.
So that was the old church woman. All right?
In the church.
Okay? So that's where it goes down, man.
It's a hard house, man.
Hey, Bernie Mac told you, with Miss Parker, we gonna go get some prayer.
Just a little
You know,
prayer.
that's a little prayer. The Lord is my shepherd. He knows what I want. He ain't want the weed no more. Right?
That nigga call this a little 20 swing.
Wicked ass nigga.
That Lord
Check it
had to
out,
take
brother.
him out, man. That nigga was cold.
That
man.
was a day. That was one of the funniest dudes that ever did it, man.
Ever,
Hands
ever,
down.
ever.
We give him his
Empire,
credit.
stand up, whatever.
He was a demon in Israel, man. But he was a funny ass demon.
It's the Chicago nigga, man.
can't
They
never-
don't stop.
You can't never take that from him.
No, man. Back was bad, bro. Back was- He know what I want. Niggas, man. But they were spoofing them preachers because that's what really happened.
Hey, going back to Which Way Was Up with Richard Pryor.
Yep. Yep.
That movie, Which Way Was Up? The wicked ass preacher and his wicked ass wife.
My Uncle John was a preacher in the 70s, in the early 80s, in the mid to late 70s. The nigga was wicked as hell. He's my granddaddy's brother, man. He had all these bitches like the casting couch. He had all these bitches auditioning for the church. He wouldn't let no fat hoes in the church. He'd be at the dinner table talking shit. Talk about, look, I had to get 50 pounds of fat and then 50 pounds of folks to be in the pussy. That bitch can't be in my church. That nigga get right up the next morning.
Wicked nigga.
Black as hell, just smiling, wicked as hell.
Yeah. Hey, well, you know that one brother, that one old school dude that broke it down on how when the whole gang dried up when the drug epidemic. All right, most of the pimps actually became ordained preachers. That's why they literally look like pimps. These damn preachers. You know, they always were suited up with damn $500,000 Italian shoes.
Oh, the one
They
that
always had a
busted.
fancy
Yeah.
Cadillac and a Benz.
Definitely had the Benz.
You know, they had the
boy.
big ass pinky ring, enormous pinky ring, little bitty wedding ring, big ass pinky ring.
That's how you do it.
You know,
They got their second in command.
exactly. Right. The next young pimp that's gonna take over when they bring it up,
Young Goldie Mac.
Deacon Johnson. You know. So there you go. Bring it out, brother.
This is the book of 1 Timothy 5:6, you know, going back into these women, how they, you know, gad abroad, things of that nature. This is the book of 1 Timothy 5 and 6. It says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Right, that's what a lot of these women do, man. They live in pleasure, man. It's leading up to their destruction.
Hands on your knees.
Make that coochie breathe.
Right. All them damn. Yeah, that broad is an extra demon in Israel right now.
Honorable claims from America.
Okay? That's an extra demon. That damn. And
Big sexy.
and the broad ain't sexy. She not pretty. I ain't gonna say she an ugly woman, but you know, if that was, 10, 15 women line up, she would not be my first choice. Ever. Right. You know, she'd be like one young brother said to me, Damn, it's after midnight. I
Right,
can't come up short. We ain't gonna say who that was. All right. Then she, right, what's the song? Closing time. Oh, shit.
Right.
I ain't came up all night. It's 5 in the morning, right? She might, you know, and for me, not still not.
Man, look.
You know, because, yeah, I'm on monk mode. And especially when it comes to the ninja woman.
Yeah,
You know, I've been done, I was done with them before the truth. All right? Bring it out, brother.
I just want to go up a little bit in that Sirach 26 that the brother brought out. This is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach, chapter 26, verse 8. It says, a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Yeah, like that broad that made that video last week that had all the brothers up in arms, trying to read the scriptures. All right? It tells you that the Lord, and I think it's in Ezra or Ecclesiastes when it said, "Thou shalt set a man over Israel, a man over you." You know, then it say that his pastor was the flock of his pastor were men.
I guess.
Did he not tell you that? Okay, and that woman, she was, and you could tell she probably was going to one of them Baptist church, Southern Baptist church.
Who that fine ass bitch that
Because
was
she
doing
was
the
on,
sit down?
in Jesus, in the name of Jesus. And it's like,
Man,
look,
that bitch was on fire.
how stupid are you? How you know, once you bring out the fact, right? Once you bring out the fact that the letter J was not created until 1524, and it wasn't put into the Bible until damn near 1634, because in the 1611 Bible, all right, or in the one before that, what's the other one? Is the 1500 one? I got it. I can't think of it. The Geneva. There are no letter J's.
Nope.
Okay? There's no letter J in them. So where did that sound come from? That means that it came after. And why is it that, especially for you English-speaking people, all right, that the one general rule of English is that proper nouns do not translate. They don't, whatever Vladimir Putin's name means in his language, they don't say the English equivalent of it. When they speak about him, they say Vladimir Putin, right? If you're watching sports in Japan and they start speaking about Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, they don't give the Japanese equations of those names. They say them, and then they go right back to talking to Gucci.
Grandfather.
All right? And it's the same thing if you in Israel and they do that. They start talking about Michael Jordan. They start speaking that broken Yiddish, you know, and then they'll say Michael Jordan. Then they'll go right back to talking that dog language that they created. All right, pretending to be, you know they go mad. You know, and there's no anti-semantics going on here.
Hello.
No semantics. No anti-semantics.
I got the
Just
scripture
true.
for it.
But go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This is Ezekiel 34 in verse 30. It says, thus shall they know that I am Yahweh, their power, am with them, and that they, even the house of Israel, that even the house of Israel are my people, said Yahweh, power. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, said Yahweh. So he said the flock of his pasture are men. The Lord set a man up to lead, but we in a new time. You got that, Jeremiah?
Before he brings it out, let me read this one.
Nope.
This is Numbers 27 and 16. Let Yahweh, the power of spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Precept. Y'all got that, Jeremiah?
Hell no.
This is 1 Kings 8:25. Therefore now, Yahweh, God of Israel, keep with thy servant David my father that you have promised him, saying, there shall not fail thee a man in my sight to sit on the throne of Israel, so that thy children take heed to their way, that they walk before me as thou hast walked before me.
Now you got this old soft-ass nigga that's a reader for his wife now. She reading and breaking down the scriptures to the brothers. You see, brother, and he reading for her.
It's madness.
Okay? That's
Madness,
almost as
man.
bad as the other nigga one with the big old breasts. With the
Blonde
big
weeds.
old, right.
He's blonde weeds,
You know?
man. jigs
and that same,
wild
it go to show you how they wickedness wax worse and worse. Because first, she all on camera, her husband the cameraman, and she all on camera reading the scriptures with them big old E's. She didn't have D's, she had E's. All right? She was like the broad walking up now. Okay?
Can't cover them up.
You're right. And she reading the scriptures with the Bible just below them big things so you can see them. You know, and they bouncing all over the place. She trying to read the scriptures. All right? Failing horribly, horrifically. Okay? And he's zooming in on her. Right? And now later on, about a year later, it said that she was fixing the man's problems in her pastor, in her congregation. Men who were having what they call it, ED, erectile dysfunction, and she was able to fix them with her holy, you know.
A holy walk.
So that's what it went to.
That's wicked, bro.
All right.
That's wicked. A holy walk.
So she the leader of the congregation. She telling Sister Sarah, right? Sister Sarah complaining to her about her husband is having issues. Oh, send him to see me, sister. Right. So you go spend the night with the pastor and come back home to your wife. Now you good to go now.
Bring out
This
the
place
Jeremiah.
is
What he
wicked,
done.
man.
What he done. This
It's
is perfect.
wicked.
That's the perfect.
Right? Because she has a husband. And he's the biggest simp. He's one of the biggest simps in Israel to allow her to do that.
He's a cuck.
All right? So I bet he recording that too.
Well, I ain't read the scriptures. What you say?
What kind of man want to watch another man with his wife?
Read. He on the
You not a
camera and
man. You not a man at all, man. You like that one dude be doing the interviews.
Adam 22.
Yeah, that dude. Man, you ain't a man at all, man.
shit. Got these jakes fucking his woman.
You know?
I got it.
Bring it out, brother.
This is
Jeremiah.
this is Jeremiah.
But that's what happens when you're in a society that's ran by anti-semantics.
Right.
Yeah, he's one of them himself.
That's what happens when you're in a society that's ruled over by them. Because they lay this action that showed the entire world that they can rule and control every goddamn thing. You open your mouth, you can't say that with a definition of a thing that just expands to whatever they need it to be. They don't have one concrete definition of what it is. Right? And then to have a former president say that anyone who speaks about anti-semantics should get the death penalty. But they not in rulership. Fuck out of here, man. You want to play the victim like you're so lowly and all this other shit, but you rule and control every goddamn thing for your benefit. So, you know, with all these different, they got about 15, 20 organizations that's controlling political parties, all right, within America.
And running America.
And running America, overstepping the Constitution,
Right.
all right, to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
God.
You know, an allegiance to their own country ahead of this one. And guess what? From what I'm seeing online, the rest of the Esau is fucking mad as fuck. And the Americans, the other Edomite Americans are fucking mad as fuck. They are not pleased with this shit. So you can definitely see that that's gonna create, because what they've done by doing that is they put a light on themselves that they really didn't need to do. There was already a big light on them before for the genocide thing that's going on, and you know where. We won't name names of places, but everybody knows what I'm talking about, right? For the genocide and land theft that's going on in one particular place, they were already in the spotlight and under the microscope, all right? You know, you how somebody's on the stage and they shine the spotlight. Well, they in their position, they don't want to be in the spotlight. They trying to run from the spotlight, and the cameraman on their ass.
Yeah.
You know, they
Because
trying to
it's the
hide
Lord.
from the light.
It's the Lord.
Whatever's
Building.
done in the darkness shall come to the light. Real quick, and then finish what you got. Get that Luke 12:2, Luke 8:17. All right, you can't hide from the Lord, man. And the Lord is shining the light on them. And we're gonna get right back on these Western women, right? Because that was a Northern Kingdom woman, and that was an older, more mature woman. That woman looked like she might have been in her late 40s, early 50s.
This is Luke.
Right? But guess what? She got her cheeks clapped anyway.
Read. This is Luke 8 and verse 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
Another reason why they want to eventually get rid of the Bible in itself. Because the funny thing is, they want to get rid of the New Testament because of things that it speaks about, you know, the JOOs, and they so worried about, you know, anti-semantics. But the Old Testament cuts them even harder. And it cuts them harder because the prophecies in the Old Testament clearly show you, if you read them in honesty, who those people are, who the true people of the Lord are. You know? And the prophecies also in the Old Testament shows you who they really are. And the prophecies in the Old Testament prophesies that the nation of Edom would claim to be the people of the Lord in the last days. It even tells you that they would acquire the Holy Land in the last days, in the latter days. Okay? And that they will be the ruling class people. And with all this, and controlling all this policy within America, is evidence within itself that they are in rulership here in America, that they truly do run the modern world, man. Which is why they're pushing all these wars, so that they can keep that control, because you got nations that are coming up against them, that are banding together and coming up against them. So they need to regain the control over the narrative, because they've lost it because of the freedom that's on the internet. So they want to take away that freedom or shut the internet down. What? That was Luke. Read the other one.
This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 2. It says, "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known." It says, "Therefore whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops."
Beautiful scriptures right there. Right? And that goes right along with Job 9 and 24. They covered the faces of the judges thereof. That unveiling is happening, man. Pew put you on blast. But guess what? The men of the Lord put you on blast way before that. We've been showing you for decades now. All right? Well, damn near 2 decades on the internet. I mean, it's been 18 years since this truth, 17, 18 years since this truth hit the airwaves. You know, the apostles, you know, were doing it for decades before that. All right, so the evidence of who really was ruling during the Dark Ages and who was ruling Europe after the fall of Rome, the evidence is out there now. You can't hide it anymore. You just can't keep making movies, putting up faces that look like his. They weren't the ruling class people. They were in subjugation. They women was bed wenches. They were servants. All right, and the ones that weren't were up in the damn mountains eating out their grandmama's dead skulls.
Skull, yeah.
You know, running around the woods below the mountains. All right, that's this tapestries, 15th century tapestries of Jake in dope ass garments with mitris on, bandanas, fighting off all these red hairy dudes running out the woods with sticks and fucked up weapons.
Wildlings.
The wildlings. The ones who lived on the other side of the wall. That wildlings was really, when you watch the Game of Thrones, the wildling was really the history of was the really
Edomite.
true, right? The Edomites in their state, in their true state, doing after the water, take it up to both cameras. That was the wildlings was and explain what it is. That's the tapestry that I'm speaking of when it's showing you black Germans in Germany in the 15th century living in castles, royalty. Those same Palatine boars that Ben Franklin wrote about. All right? Those Morenos, those Moors. Right? So, you know, and that's evidence. That's hardcore evidence. Irrefutable, you can't argue with the evidence. No matter what you got to fucking say. So you can cry anti-semantics all fucking day. That's evidence in the truth. But what they want to do is remove the evidence and make it and control the narrative. Go ahead.
This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right.
If not,
Go ahead.
if not, where and who is he?
Exactly. Because who else did that? The Edomites did that. Right? Brother just read the scriptures, how everything that you did in the dark shall come to light, man. So everything you tried to cover up, it's open now. Esau Edom, and his wicked brother Amalek, who didn't share the blessing with the rest of the Edomites. That's why they're about to go to war with each other. They so worried about us They created that rap battle to distract you niggas.
Oh yeah.
All right?
All these niggas are Asian.
And then like the beloved brother in Orlando kept saying, you slow belly niggas,
Definitely some slow belly niggas.
right? Y'all fell for that shit, hook, line, and sinker, man. Because in a barbershop, what they don't want people talking about the blackness of the Israelites, you know, all that other bullshit that they speak about. Even if they call them African Israelites, they don't want you talking about. They don't want that to be the talk, in the barbershop talk.
You gotta say it like Umar.
Right? They don't want you talking right
Niggas.
about Kemet and all that.
Prince
Well, actually, they don't give a
and
fuck.
African.
They don't want to give a fuck about Kemet. You can talk about all the day. What they don't want you talking about is the
Israel.
Israelites, and the Israelites being a black race of people. That's when they have a problem, because you can be everything. That's a lot of milk. But you could be a whole lot of things, man. You could be damn Buddhist. You could be Islam. You know, you could be a Christian. You could even be Jewish. All right.
I dare you call me on the spot.
But right, you could be Jewish, but you say you're an Israelite, a bloodline Israelite. They losing their damn mind. All right. So where you got people coming against the sign again. Well, so if all you people that come against the sign, why don't you show us the sign, the right sign?
They don't never have a breakdown.
Because it's a prophecy that must happen. And guess what? This is the only one that stands.
Read.
That's a prophecy that there will be a stick. There will be a sign with the 12 tribes on it. Why? Because it got covered up. That's part of the prophecies. The awakening of the Israelites come with them displaying a sign, professing their nationality, which the world has denied them. It's common fucking sense, you stupid motherfuckers.
That's right.
Salaki. Bring it out, brother.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, and verse 15. And the word of the Lord came unto me again, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah, and for the children of Israel his companions, and take another stick, and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, for
Bring that
all the
stick
house
over
of
here,
Israel,
Bobby.
and his companions.
Read it again.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, and verse 15. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah, and for the children of Israel his companions. Then take another stick, and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for the house of Israel and his companions. And join them one unto another into one stick, and that shall become one in thine hand.
So they became one in thy hand, all 12 tribes, man. This is prophecy that this would happen with the awakening.
Right.
So where's the anti-Semitic camps with their yarmulkes on, professing who they are?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are they at? And all you niggas and you loudmouth nigga women, shut
up.
STFU.
Shut up.
All right, coming
Shut
against
up.
the sign. All right, when you read the prophecies, they all line up. See, they disregard all the scriptures, the characteristics, and the descriptions of them in the scriptures, and what they were doing and the places they would be. It's just not some sign that they just made up. Then a woman even said it long, said some elder guy that was there with Abba Bivens. This sign came after Abba Bivens. You lying piece of shit.
That's right.
All right, it was Ariah that got the blessing. That was his most important lot, right there.
Heavy.
For
Heavy
Ariah
lot.
waking up and being a son of who he was a son of, and he was the one because Abba Bivens knew that the Northern Kingdom the so-called Latinos and natives were the Northern Kingdom. That much he knew, but he couldn't identify the tribes. Ariah was given that breakdown.
Heavy.
And then when you go through it, it matches up perfectly. Landmass, characteristics, the things they were going. It's unfucking deniable
Heavy.
to you
Heavy
piece of shit.
breakdown.
But so you people either took the bag, or if you don't understand this, it's because the Lord don't want you.
That's right.
It's simple as that. If you can't get this, it's because the Lord does not want you. He wants you. You're gonna get that death by pain. That's what He wants for you. He wants you to die painfully. He wants you to get choked out and carousel gangbang like that chick. That's what he wants, right? He wants you to get gutted and stabbed and shot up or whatever the hell going, eaten by damn pit bulls and shit, ripped apart by dogs. However your death's gonna come here in America when the lights goes out, the Lord ordained that death for you. When he send them death angels. And like my son say, fuck you nigga, die slow.
That's right.
Right. That's right.
I hope it ain't fast. I hope it's slow and fucking painful.
Right. That's right.
For you two dirt-ass wicked niggas, man.
They ain't gonna think about it every time they scoff too.
You know, and I don't even like, you know.
I know that ain't even your vernacular.
Yeah,
It's
I'm fucking mad, man.
I feel like leprechauns. Now lips are fucking.
Bring
I
it
got
out.
something to back you up.
You know, just to go into that Ezekiel 37, man, for our people waking back up. This is the book of Revelations 11. I'm gonna start at 8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city," that great city being America, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. You know, because what they put up, you know, JC in the Christian church, and they confuse our people with that white
Big
image.
JC.
You know, it says, "They of the people in crimson tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies," because what, our people will be in that spiritually dead state, pertaining to what, Ezekiel the 37th chapter. You know, and it says, 3 days and a half it shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. It says, "And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them." Like, we see the nations with these at least, Esau, Edom. Verse 11, Revelation 11 and 11, it says, verse 10, it says, "And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall sing gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth," like the southern and the northern kingdom, man. You know? So what, you have the elites of Esau, Edom, and these other nations, basically what? They're rejoicing over the fact that what, our people are asleep, don't know who they are. Jeremiah 17 and 4. You know, us losing our heritage, man. You know? It says, verse 11, it says, "And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them." Right. Starting with these issues, man, they're afraid, man, because what, they're seeing Jake waking up in masses. You know, this truth is being proclaimed.
Yeah, even the people with the bugged out doctrines, all right, their doctrines are bugged out, but they know that we're the Israelites, and that you know, and they really fear us, right? Because the men of the great millstone and the brothers that teach the likewise doctrine, we're breaking it down, you know, completely correctly, all right? And they really have an issue with that, man. You gotta remember the testament that Apostle Kabart gave when the guys jumped out the limousine and ran up and said, "How do you guys find this out? We spent billions of dollars to hide this shit." The problem is that, you know, you can't do anything against this truth. Somebody can grab that only for it. All right, because they put shit in books, and then the Lord gave certain men the talent to go into those books and find that information, or the Lord made you come across the book. However it works, man. You know, the Lord gives you the understanding to go into this book to read the history and then bring that history out to their detriment. And then, you know, they were proud of it, because once upon a time they were very proud of colonization. They were very proud of basically being land gangsters. You know, they were the original gangsters. Even here in Chicago, and I'm talking about Amalek. It's funny how they have a tour where Al Capone and all them other people on it believe themselves out as if it wasn't the JOO Mafia too. They were all in the middle of that shit. Remember, Al Capone's lieutenant was a JOO and his lawyer, gangsta ass lawyer. You know, pulling back his Tommy gun tote lawyer. Talking like James Cagney. Disagree with Shane. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. It says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." Yeah, it's nothing that these devils can do to try to subdue the truth, man. Because ultimately, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh to put this word up there through his men, man. hey, this word is going to overcome, man. It's going to get to what we need to get to, man, of the elect.
Yep.
You know?
The harder they try to come against it, the more it's exposed, man. All right. And did you see that damn devil throw up the horn sign right over the sign? Did you see it? He was pointing to the how to go through that to get to the jewels, but instead of pointing, he threw up the damn horns right over the sign. You know that? I peeped. He threw it up right over the sign, like yeah.
Hey, you got that one?
And that's a big ass Amalekite that just walked past. That's why he did that. He threw up those horns right over the damn sign. Nobody saw it. I saw it. He saw it too.
You got that one key since he was on TV with John Legend. She did the as above, so below handshake. Man, these people, they literally worship Satan, man. They do these rituals.
And they so stupid.
And she got popped off, and then she was looking like, oh, I want to do that. Oh, shit.
Well, it don't matter. Everything go. The Lord will put the spirit on you to make you do something you don't want to do. It's just like these people that go on a crazy killing spree, and then when they interview them, it's like they black out. Like, what the fuck? I did what?
Right.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, brother.
I had a precept just going into, hey, look, where is another body of people, a nation of people with the following all the prophecies? You got the 2 sticks, literally preaching, man. It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1.
Because there's no prophecy that says that a fake group would wake up and think and sincerely believe and then find out that they're not. Like we all gonna be. Oh shit. It ain't us. Right. There's no prophecy that says it would happen. That there will be a people who risking. You know, when my opening in my videos, I'm not saying it's just some mantra to say for me to be all Captain Morgan and shit. All right? Risking their lives and freedom. I mean that shit with everything that I am. Right. Every time I put the camera on and turn it on, I'm risking my life and my freedom. For you niggas.
That's right.
All right? Well, only for the elect.
That's right.
Okay? But, and the brothers, same thing. We're out here vulnerable, man. People have pulled up guns. We've actually had people shoot at us. Well, actually, they were shooting at the gangbanging niggas who tried to hide behind us. But the point being that none of us got hit. All right?
Right.
Bring it out, brother.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching.
So we look like fools out here. So you will wake up, you will look like a fool in public places. It said, "Go ye out to the highways and byways." You would have a sign. Who else is doing that?
Right.
And then you got all these people that want to come against it, but then they don't understand the prophecies. They don't understand nothing.
Right.
They got no scriptures to back up what they're saying. They're just speaking with they on that I think and feel doctrine. All right? We don't give a damn what you think and feel. What you think and feel don't fucking matter.
Right.
It don't. The only thing that matters is the truth.
Right.
And the truth, it doesn't matter if it comes out soft and effeminate or if it comes out rough and rugged. The truth is the truth. All right?
And the sheep
We on a boat speeding, and when there's a low overpass and I say duck, all right, and you don't duck, all right, and I say nigga duck, all right, you turn around and duck just in time because the people that didn't duck, their heads in the water.
Right.
Boat, the speed took their head clean off their body. Them niggas squirting like Shogun Assassin before their body fall over.
Right.
Say, I just speak to their body. Nigga, I told you to duck. But no, but say it nicely.
Right.
Right. You should have said it nicely.
Who you talking to?
Dumbass.
It says, it pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Right, so who else doing it? Like they would have said, where are the JOOs? Fucking twist coming down with the fat ass top hat out there.
Identifying the rest of the tribes on top of that.
Right.
Look, with the sticks, 2 sticks joined together, preaching, man.
And then on top of that, they'd have to do that, and then they have to not be in the land.
Right.
You see?
And forget who they were and wake up to who they were.
But according to them, they've always known who they were. They got records. My man on the 4-wheelers, that's what I'm talking about.
Old school.
That was me back in the day, boy.
And rolling.
I was an old skating ass nigga myself. Go ahead, bro.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, brother.
So we talking about Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, right? About the two sticks, right? This is Revelation 11, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the Most High of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeded out of their mouth and devoured their enemies."
And that's not 2 old ass white dudes that look like Gandalf,
Right.
the Great. All right, that's talking about the northern and the southern kingdom,
Right.
dummies.
Out
Right.
here prophesying.
I have another scripture to prove this point about us being the olive tree.
Talking about thou shalt not pass. You know,
See, it's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, and verse 16, talking about the northern and southern kingdom. Yahweh called thy name a green olive tree, fair and of goodly fruit. With the great noise of a great tumult, he have kindled fire upon it, and the branches are broken.
nice, brother. Boy, hey, bro, you doing your daddy proud, brothers. Call halal. Read it again.
Jeremiah chapter 11 and verse 16. Yahweh called thy name a green olive tree, fair and of goodly fruit. With the great noise of a great tumult, he have kindled fire upon it, and the branches are broken.
Call halal, man. Those branches are broken, man. And the scripture clearly says, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, man. All right? He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. Because they want our sons to be rolling around on the damn bikes with the damn, you know, with the DMX, the damn Rough Rider crew. You know? Go ahead.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12. It says, "Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doing."
Right, and that's talking about Edom, and mainly Amalek. All right, go ahead.
And he upbraideth us with our offending the law,
Yep.
and objective to our infamy.
And that's why they get upset, because we point out where they're breaking the law while they're claiming to be the people.
Yeah.
And so, you know, then they start screaming the anti-Semitic game.
Right.
Go ahead.
And objective to our infamy, the transgressings of our education.
And they hate the fact of our education. That the history backs up what we're saying.
Right.
The scriptures back up what we're saying.
Right.
Not what they're saying.
Right.
They created a false narrative and then pushed it.
And they get mad when you point out the holes in the narrative.
Yeah.
Like it's
The Viking show.
right.
Yeah.
With their interactions with all the kingdoms in Britain and Ireland and Scotland, from the Dark Ages all the way up to the Renaissance. Well, before the Renaissance, those people weren't white in those lands.
Right.
So when you made the outlaw king, you got all the weapons right, the dress right, the everything right except for the people. You had a whole bunch of Caucasian men. Those weren't Caucasian people. Sorry, white guys. They've lied to you, man. And many of them know it. But you know what? They're comfortable. There's a song that I actually like by Pink Floyd called Comfortably Numb. All right? The song is called Comfortably Numb, and they're comfortably numb to the truth. They're comfortable living within a lie that says that I'm superior, that I'm better than you, even though they know they're not. All right, that they claim inventions that they didn't invent. They claim ownership of things that they didn't own, right? While claiming that you're contributed nothing to society and all this other bullshit, all them other lies. Helen cannot, I repeat, cannot have that. All right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 13, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 13, he professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord.
They say that they're the people of the Lord. And then like I like to point out, the Edomite Christians say otherwise. Because you gotta remember, they so focused on this, but you got other Edomites saying that they're not the people too.
Yeah.
You got the Edomite Christians, and so you got this fight between Christianity and Amalek that they're trying to pretend like it doesn't exist, and it exists, and it's bad.
It's very bad.
All right, because the Edomite Christians are no. You are not the people, and then the Amalek is like no. Right? Because the rabbis are saying that white Christians are Edom.
Right.
Yeah.
They're Edom. Rome is Edom.
Rome was Edom. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And then them Roman lovers is no. No. We're the
Esau.
Eagles.
Esau.
Right. You're Esau.
Right.
You know?
They can't even stand
Nigga,
together
y'all
when they
both
online.
the Spider-Man meme. Right? Go ahead.
I got you.
Go ahead.
Verse 14, he was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Yeah.
He abstaineth from our
And that
ways.
proves this is a perfect. This scripture, I actually may do a lesson and read that. And read Benjamin Franklin's letter while cross-examining it with this. All right? When he called us Palatine Boers, he basically was referring to the black royalty of Europe at the time as fake royalty. But wait a minute, why are they in a position where they can even call themselves royalty? But where is this in the history books in America?
Yeah.
Why is it that white children in America, black children in America, Hispanic, Asian children in America never learned about these Palatine Boer Negroes who were walking around Germany, Sweden, what do you say, Germany, Spain, Sweden, Britain, Ireland, you know, saying that they were royalty. Wait, huh? Where's his history at?
That's right.
Well, we've been bringing it out all along.
That's right.
Right? You're the ones that's been ignoring that, and they get mad when the truth comes out. Right? Your pussy start hurting. Oh, my pussy. Yeah, shut up, man. Go ahead, brother.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father.
Yeah. Making his boast that he's and that's where you drew that old, you know, how the little Asian dude said, "Hey." You know, that damn picture. All soft and feminine. Like I said, man see his son, what's up, son? What up, son? Yeah, I ain't never seen me and my sons ain't never done this.
What ass nigga?
What naked?
What nigga?
You know? That shit soft as hell, man. Man, right. Man, you come sticking your finger like that, I'm gonna break that motherfucker. Like, what, nigga, what?
With no clothes on.
At least make you look manly.
Right.
That shit all
Yeah.
bitch ass nigga. Where your shirt at?
Right, where the fuck your pants
Right.
at, nigga?
If the water you how about some shot, I know my sons would never do no shit like that.
That's right.
He gotta push it up.
Bring it out, brother.
This Psalm chapter 52 and verse 7. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness.
Con. He strengthened himself in his wicked. He created his own currency, put his face on it, and gave it a false balance, gave it a false value. And now the world is realizing that it has no value, and it's coming back to bite him in the ass. All right? Because I just learned that I don't know, them Hamites, they can't be too smart. But the Hamites are asking for their gold back. The same way that China had asked for their gold back about 10 years ago. Then America sent them all that fake gold.
Tungsten.
The top layer was gold, but then you think the Chinese gonna be stupid?
Right.
They just gonna check the top, yeah, we good. No, they went all the way to, and everything under the top layer was fake gold, man.
That's
Which brought up the question to which they don't like to talk about and change the narrative and talk about something else. Is when they talk about is there and how much gold is left in Fort Knox, and is there any gold even left there? Because guess what? The Rothschilds and the small hats, they got all that shit. And it don't matter because the scriptures say they're gonna have to cough that shit up. You know? You know, like when a linebacker hit the ball and turn the corner thinking he about to gain some yards, and that free safety put his ass right back to that hole. He coughed that shit up. Yeah, you gonna have to cough that shit up, man. Yeah, you didn't see that safety run out the backfield on your ass. Picked up speed and everything. Thought you was gonna, you hear that crack sound. Crack! That nigga just fall over. Actually get launched back. For you brothers who old enough to remember Doug Plank. Yeah, you remember what it made? Shit, you thought Ronnie Lott was something. Fucking Doug Plank, boy, would hit niggas and they go flying about 8-9 yards in the air. All right? Go ahead, bring out that scripture, brother.
Yeah, Jared, you gonna read this branches again?
Come.
All right, fine. This is Jeremiah chapter 11 and verse 16. Yahweh called thy name a green olive tree, bearing of goodly fruit. With the noise of a great multitude, he hath kindled a fire upon it, and all of its branches are broken.
All right, now, this is Romans 11, I'm gonna start at verse 20. It says, well, because of unbelief, they were broken off. Talking about the Israelites. And thou standest by faith. Be not high-minded, but fear. For if the Most High spared not the natural branches, take heed, lest he also spare not thee. Behold, therefore, the goodness and severity of the Most High. All right, Samuel. I hope it's Samuel. I hope it's Samuel. I hope it's Samuel.
Doing that shit on purpose.
Behold, therefore.
He looking at us like,
Yeah, doing that shit on purpose. He looked at us.
And he listening to it right now.
Spiggers. Like,
hope it's
a lot of niggas and spiggers over there.
Yeah, he always looking at us.
Bastard. They cruising, looking at us, turning that shit up. Bastard.
All right. So, behold, therefore the goodness and severity of the Most High, of them which fell, severity, but toward thee, goodness, if thou continue in his goodness. Otherwise thou also shall be cut off. And here's the point. And they also, if they abide not still in unbelief, shall be grafted in. For the Most High is able to graft them in again.
So there it is, man. Go ahead, break it down, bro.
So, hey, you Amalek, you already claimed that you was the Most High's people all this time. Proudly saying it all this time. So what is this talking about?
That's why
being grafted in.
That's why they want to refer to the New Testament as being, anti-Semantics.
Right.
Right? That's
You
why
had
they-
you had to be part of this to begin with, to be grafted back in.
All right? So, proving, yet again, that's a perfect precept. Vocab Malone, you piece of shit. That's a wish you would come to Chicago again.
On the real.
All right?
Hewed by the prophet.
Okay? Yeah, you're going to get hewed. You might literally
Again.
You're going to get, you're right, again. You actually might literally get hewed down one day. All right? You wait till your Howard shot come back. We're going to see if you keep that same energy.
Get
All right?
whittled down.
But this proves that we serve a great and terrible God.
That's right.
That he took his beloved chosen people, broke that branch off the tree. And discarded them. Moab can't have that. I had to think on it. And discarded them among all the other nations. All right? And left them there to where they forgot who they were. And let century after century after century go by. And then at a particular time, wake them up to where they remembered who they were. And then they grafted a stick. And then in faith, that's everything he just read. And then in faith came out on the highways and byways in the face of their enemies, of them that hated them, and said, no, we are those people. And this is who we are. All right? Because this talks about how when they walk past and see that sign, they say, well, what does this mean? And those that get it were meant to get it. Those who don't get it, well, you can stay black and you can stay a Mexican and a Puerto Rican and all the other shit. All right? And die on this side, we'll see you in the kingdom. Because if you're an Israelite, all Israelites will be saved in the end. All right? But only the elect are going to make it through what we're about to go through. Because we're going to get persecuted. We're already being persecuted. But it's going to come to the point where they even putting our faces on the TV and all kind of stuff. But the moment that they do that, the moment they start putting their hands on us, it's on. All right? See, that's the difference this time. Which sometimes made me think, damn, that's probably why they really ain't acting yet. Because we tearing their ass up, scholarly. Right? They don't send up their best and their brightest to debate with us. All right? They got the 501c3 charter sellouts for that. Because because they let them lead the debate and talk about the narratives of things that really they're not important. We're talking about the scriptures and bringing out the history, the scriptures, and the prophecies that prove who's who.
That's right.
It's different.
Right.
You're not gonna get a camera in front of me and me not say Yahweh Ba'Shem Now Shai.
That's right.
You're not gonna
Right.
get me in front of a camera and I not say the Edomites and the Israelites.
That's right.
Amalek.
Right.
And start going into the prophecies. The book, because they wanna get rid of the New Testament. The Old Testament cuts them just as bad, if not worse.
It gets even worse. That's why the scriptures say the wicked is snared in the work of his own hands, man.
So they're gonna just have to eventually say, well, the hell with that Bible. Wait a minute, how you the people of the Lord then?
Right.
How you claiming and screaming that you're Jacob, that you're Yaqub, and claiming who's Esau, but yet you want to get rid of the book that talks about them.
Right.
You see, there's nothing you can do against this truth, only for it, man. And this latest thing that they've done, all right, that's how you know that the Lord is behind this. Because he put it on the spirit for them to do it, and now they're like, yes, we got a victory. They just made it worse for themselves. You made it fucking worse, you dumb motherfuckers.
Locking up non-pro.
We keep telling you, man, to just look, stop, put the Bible down, take the yarmulke off, and just be Esau, Edom, and enjoy the time. You have the world is yours right now.
Be the devil, man.
Right?
Be the devil.
Hey, that's what Hitler was saying. Hey, let's just rule this bitch. It's our time.
Right.
Right? Bring it up.
This is the book of Job 20 and 5. It says, I'm gonna start at 4. Job 20 and 4 says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
So enjoy your hypocritical time. That short time. Do your effeminate shit. Rape people. Keep pillaging lands. Keep colonizing. You keep dropping bombs on women and children and not soldiers. Keep doing what you do. Enjoy the time you have left. Snort some coke and do some gay shit. That's what y'all favorite thing to do. Go get pegged by a hot chick. Now that I know what pegging is.
Or ugly.
I had no fucking or ugly bro. You know? Now, yeah, because I had no idea what that meant, so now I fucking know.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Go ahead, brother.
Psalms 144 and 7. Send thy hand from above. It's like it says, send thy hand from above, rid me, and deliver me out of great waters, from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood.
There it is, man. Their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. You raped, robbed, murdered, stole, and then set yourself up to be the judge, the lawyer, and the lawman. All right? That's what you did. You set on stolen property, stolen land, and set up laws and statutes that benefited your wickedness, your evilness, your hatred. And then you perpetuated that hatred over and over again. Experiments, drugs in the water, drugs in the food, drugs in the air. I sent out a thing to a few brothers, because it came to me. Last night, I felt nauseous and had fucking headaches. Out of nowhere. I was fine, and then I saw this video where all this radiation went across all of America, over all the big cities. They show, I was like, what the fuck? How's the Northern Lights in America? How the fucking Northern Lights shine away the fuck over here? All right? Yeah, so the Northern Lights shined all the way across America.
Right. So
All right? No, it was the scale red radiation. Didn't matter where you were, but you saw how bright it was going off.
Right.
You saw the storm in the clouds, and you kept seeing. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was, man, about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I had nausea and fucking headache. I'm like, what the fuck? I was fine when I went to sleep. And then, so I opened up the phone and saw that Narala had sent me some. Open that shit up, and that's what it showed. I was like, God damn. And then I was like, it makes sense. All right. And then brothers got these cold-like systems, ain't got no cold. Headaches and snot and shit, but you don't have, it's like, what the fuck? All right? I mean, how many times do I have to talk about the lime green color of many of the vegetation? They're coming in yellow like it's fall, like it's damn November already. Okay? All these strange colors on the vegetation and shit. Shit I never seen. Some of these younger brothers, the tree, look at the color of those. They used to be emerald green. Dark emerald green. Now the shit like yellowish green, man. They were way darker than that. And they weren't this thin. You couldn't see through a tree.
Right.
I could climb a tree and sit up there and you would never know I was up there unless I made some noise. Shit is different now, man.
Shit is prison. It's a prison. You locked up. You're supposed to be in nature, not surrounded by concrete and fucking steel, man. Well, anyways.
Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4. It says, the earth moaneth and faded away. The world languished and faded away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled of the inhabitants thereof. Because they have transgressed the laws, they have changed the ordinance, and they've broken the everlasting covenant. So everything that Esau has done right now has been contrary to the Lord. All of the holidays, all of the Sabbaths, everything that the earth needs, Esau's done contrary.
And I was going to say that word languish, it means to grow weaker and weaker and weaker. You know, because the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Right.
Esau's doing everything against what the Lord told us to do.
And one of those most important things is the land Sabbath. Which is why they felt like they could just take the land from Gad, because Gad didn't build permanent cities, because Gad respected the land Sabbath. They had territories, all right? And sometimes they would fight with a neighboring tribe, and that was another excuse they used, all right? Well, y'all was just fighting each other, or they were fighting over hunting grounds and shit like that, all right? But the point being is that they respected the land Sabbath, so they would move from an area to allow it to replenish itself, to allow the animals to grow, the soil, because they've been growing corn and gardening and all that shit, to allow it to replenish itself. And so they would move to another area and let the area that they were in replenish, so that 7 years from now they could go back to it, which kept them in rotation. That's why they moved around. That they didn't build permanent buildings and shit like that. Because they respected the land, they respected the laws. All right? Also proving that they came from the east.
Exactly.
We were a tent-dwelling people for that reason. Because if you set up permanent, that means you got to constantly plant right there. If I got a house and I own the land around it and I never leave, all right, it's going to be hard. Then I'll have to section off parts that I use and don't use. All right? But if it's a whole community of us and we actually hunt, that means we're going to have to go further and further out to go hunting. Meaning we're probably going into somebody else's territory, and now they're going to get mad and defend it. Like, why do we hunt over here? Why the fuck y'all over here? Right. Next thing you know, niggas scrapping in the woods. That was that was Jake. Yep. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs 29 and 2. To precept the brothers of the bill. This is the book of Proverbs 29 and 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yeah.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
There it is. So the wicked are in rulership, and that's why the whole world is mourning. Them people ruling. So everybody's mourning right now. Nobody's happy. The whole world is in mourning. All right? You gotta bring it out, brother. You got something, bring it out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 18.
Start at 11.
This is the
Start
book.
at 10. It's lucky.
This is Revelation, chapter 11.
Raise your voice a little bit, because the train will just hang out. And we already know it's some nigga shit. So it's this nigga shit. One or the other.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 10. And they that dwell upon earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, so they were happy as hell that the children of Israel got brought down. Go ahead.
And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life of the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them with slaughter.
And this is what's happening right now.
And that 3 days and a half was 350 years. Go ahead.
Right, during the 70s, that's when Jake began to wake up.
Yep, 69, 70.
God.
All right, that's when it. And because when did they say the eagle have landed, which was a lie. Now they get ready to make a movie on how they had a backup plan, because see that truth has come out now. All right, so now they're gonna make a movie on how they filmed the moon landing, when it actually they filmed the moon landing.
Right.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it was right. It was shot from just like this is shot.
Right.
So like we said, the cameraman and the cameraman got there first to set up.
Right.
Right. And why didn't they show them come down?
Right. And then the calling on the phone.
Why you gonna turn the camera on, you know, after? Because how the fucking, think about it. All that gas and boosters to take off, how you gonna fucking land the same way? You need boosters to, you know, because think about it, just logically. When you've been on a plane, when a plane is about to land, the plane is going about 500 miles per hour, right? So when the plane is about to land, it reverses its engines. It reverses its engines to slow it down. And so it full blast in the other direction to slow down this big son of a bitch that's moving at 500 miles per hour.
Right.
Lifts the front up to let the tail touch,
Right.
and then bring it down gently. And then apply the brakes. So how the fuck is a damn rocket moving at 10,000 fucking miles per hour gonna stop, turn, stand straight up, all right? The fuck, you people are stupid as fuck. Anybody who believes in that and signs on for that or disagrees, you're stupid as fuck.
And then the nigga called from the landline, man.
Right. Yeah, right. Then he go get on the landline and call the moon. And you dumbass niggas.
We're here where y'all at.
Right.
Buzz.
From the moon.
Yeah. Great job, guys.
Right. This nigga in the Oval Office and shit. He on the fucking Nokia.
He wasn't even on the Nokia. He was on the landline.
He was on the fucking landline.
You know,
Right?
rotary.
Yeah, hello? Big ass fucking.
It wasn't even a beep 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 thing. It was
And it was clear as hell too. I go on Lord Wacker, I lose signal on this shit. So how the fuck you in the moon and got clear fucking receipt? Don't.
Hey, that's because Jake was driving that big ass bus.
Right.
Jake said, look, Jake like this, parking that bitch.
But
on the
anyways,
moon.
yeah, man. The spirit of life entered into the holy man, and that's why this devil is scared now. Because now all his lies are being exposed.
right.
All right. Keep reading.
They even had to change the definition and descriptions of the Van Allen belt because that came out. That humans can't pass through the Van Allen belt. You have to go through the Van Allen belt to get to the moon. Duh.
They call it the glass ceiling.
Good luck with that.
The chariots can pass back and forth between the glass ceiling, but you can't. We can't.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying,
Let it go by. This is going to be the last one. Go ahead and bring it up.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, and all their enemies beheld them.
Hey, man, and that's the end game, man. The deliverance.
And we can't wait for that.
You know, it says in Thessalonians, those that remain, and basically, or First Thessalonians, hey man, you're gonna get caught up in the clouds together, and we shall ever be with the Lord.
Yep.
Man.
And
therefore, comfort you one another with these words.
And we're going to hurt your feelings with the I told you so.
And that's
The
what
I
we can't
told you
wait.
so is going to be so vicious.
Man.
They're going to be so, you're just going to be hurt.
Right. It's just gonna be continuous.
Just over the I told you so.
Right. Hey,
And it's gonna be painful for you too.
Right.
All right. And then you Jakes who come back on the other side, you know y'all gonna get to enjoy the kingdom.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a period of time where y'all.
It says everlasting shame and contempt. That's what you have to look forward to. All those that scoff, the 2/3,
Right.
and as well as the rest of the rebels around the world. You're gonna awaken to a world where, hey, like the elder was saying, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be Planet of the Apes.
You know what I mean?
Because
Right.
whether you realize it,
Planet of the Jakes.
because I'm gonna try to see that today. It came out yesterday. But the fact is that's just a play on us.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's a play on Jake Bruton and doing the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
All right? Because when he found the books, that was when Rome, when Greece and Rome, when Alexander Macedon took the Edomites and brought the Edomites to a place of rulership for the first time in their existence. All right, and then they took over Greece and started calling themselves Grecians, and everything they took over, they started calling themselves that. Because then they took over North Africa, they took over Egypt, they started calling themselves Egyptians. Right? They took over different parts of Germany, and now they call themselves Ashkenaz. All Edomites, going back to the land. I mean, to the line of Amalek and Esau, Esau, right?
And at the same hour, there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were afraid and gave glory to the God of heaven.
Yeah, they talk about 10 FEMA zones in America, man. America is about Babylon the Great is about to fall, man. All right? And the Lord is going to be the one that bring it down, not us.
That's right.
Who you ignorantly and fraudulently call Jesus Christ is coming back here with a sword to put many of you to death.
That's right.
Right? Chapter 2 and 26.
Perfect.
He's coming back here to put many of you to death, to put you to the sword, imbue his elect with godlike powers, the true X-Men, and set them loose on your ass.
Right.
That's what the Lord is coming to do, man.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation.
You're going to have Jake, the same guillotine you was about to put on, he going to make it raise up, pull the blade off, and make it fly around the room. And get everybody that's not of the elect. The thing going to hawk, you're going to be trying to run from it. This gonna, matter of fact, it's gonna catch some of you twice. It's gonna hit you and come back.
Right.
All right, you're gonna be in two pieces. Right. All right, it ain't gonna be no escaping. All right. Like Kung Lao's hat. All right.
Was it Guardians of the Galaxy?
The same guillotine you about to put him in.
Right.
He gonna make that blade like a pit bull. Yeah, right. And everybody, especially if you Esau, especially if you Amalek. All right, and if you a 2/3 nigga, y'all gonna be trying to run for y'all life, and that damn king gonna be hawking your ass down. You ever seen a hawk something down, go get it? All right, read it, brother. We gonna wrap it up.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father.
There it is, man. He's about to take all these governments and he's about to break them into pieces. There will not be a Russian government. There will not be a Japanese government. There will not be a Chinese government. There will not be any Arab governments. There won't be an American government. There's going to be the kingdom of heaven and his people, the Israelites, ruling. Point blank, period. The new government, you looking at some of it. Whether you realize it or not, whether you like it or not. Right? No matter what you do to us on this side or what you attempt to do to us, it's over for you.
That's right.
So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rush.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Abba Baba.